नमः सर्वेभ्यः कक्षायां स्वागतम्। प्रातःकालीनकक्षायाम् अस्माभिः समासानां विषये किञ्चित् कथं तत्र समासपदम् इति निर्णयः, अपि च तत्र कीदृशः समासः अस्माभिः सम्यक् इति कथं ज्ञातव्यम् इति समस्तपदे पदे युक्तानां प्रातिपदिकानां पठनेन, अपि च वाक्यस्तरे, अपि च काव्यस्तरे सान्दर्भिकज्ञानं प्राप्य अस्माभिः कथं तत्र कीदृशसमासः तत्र अस्ति इति निर्धारः क्रियते इति वर्णितमासीत्। तद्दृष्टम्। अपि च तत्र पञ्च भिन्नप्रकरणेषु समस्तपदानां निर्धारः कथम् इति किञ्चित् उदाहरणसहितं वर्णितमस्ति संस्कृतभारत्या, तदपि दृष्टमस्माभिः। तदनन्तरम् अस्माभिः अलङ्कारेषु प्रवेशः प्राप्तः। गतपाठे अपि अलङ्कारस्य विषये, उपमालङ्कारस्य विषये विशिष्य वर्णनमासीत्। यथा उच्यते, उपमा एव बहूनाम् अलङ्काराणां मातृवत् इति। तत्र रूपालङ्कारः इत्यत्र कथं समस्तपदे वा अथवा पदद्वये वा साम्यम्, उपमान उपमेयोः साम्यं प्रदर्श्यते। यथा राजा परमेश्वरः, अपि च करकिसलयः इत्यादि उदाहरणैः अस्माभिः दृष्टम्। अतिशयोक्तिः इत्यस्य विषये अपि यत्र उपमानमेव उपयुज्य वर्णयते, उपमेयस्य प्रसक्तिरेव न भवति। उपमेयस्य गौणत्वं तत्र वाक्ये उपमेयस्य सूचना अपि न भवितुमर्हति, अथवा बहु क्षीणरीत्या स्थाप्यते कदाचित्, परन्तु उपमानस्य एव आधिक्येन प्राधान्यत्वं भजते यत्र तत् अतिशयोक्तिः। अपि च तत्र अतिशय इत्यनेन किञ्चित् अधिकतया एव वर्णितं भवति इति। यथा सिंहः आगच्छति इति, साक्षात् सिंहः न, सिंहवत् तस्य शौर्यमस्ति इति वर्णयितुं, परन्तु अतिशयोक्तिः कदा भवति, सिंहः एव आगच्छति इति यथा वर्णने भवति, तदा किञ्चित् अतिशयोक्तिः इति हाइपरबोले इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे। तदनन्तरम् अस्माभिः अर्थान्तरन्यासविषये अपि ज्ञातः, यत्र वाक्यद्वयं, वाक्यम् एव इति न, किञ्चित् वाक्यभागः अपि भवितुम् अर्हति कदाचित्। वाक्यद्वयम् इति स्वीकुर्मः। इदानीं विषयद्वयं प्रतिपाद्यते। एकं तु सामान्यं भवति, अपरं विशिष्टं भवति। तु तयोः सम्बन्धः कल्प्यते। विशिष्टस्य सामान्येन वा सामान्यस्य विशिष्टेन वा समर्थनं भवति। तु तादृशेषु सन्दर्भेषु तत्र अर्थान्तरन्यासः उक्तः इति। साक्षात् तत्र उपमानस्य तदिव एवम्, एतस्यैव तत् सौन्दर्यं किमपि न अस्ति, परन्तु तत् सूचना न भवति। हनुमान् अब्धिमतरत् दुष्करं किं महात्मनाम् इत्यत्र उपमानमस्ति एव, हनुमान् महात्मा इति। तत्र दुष्करकार्यमस्ति, अब्धितरणम् एवम् अस्ति, परन्तु साक्षात् तत्र इव एव एतादृशशब्देषु वर्णितं न भवति। एवमेव वाक्यद्वयं स्थाप्यते, यत्र सामान्यं विशिष्टम् इति द्रष्टुं शक्नुमः। बहुत्र सुभाषितेषु काव्ये च अर्थान्तरन्यासवाक्यानां प्रयोगः भवति एव। तदनन्तरम् अस्माभिः इदानीं श्लेषालङ्कारः इति पञ्चमस्य अलङ्कारस्य लक्षणकथनम् अपि च वर्णनम् उदाहरणैः सहितं प्राप्यते। Am I audible?
Yes, Mahodaya.
Sorry. By now, one or two questions would have dropped, sir. Sorry. श्लेषालङ्कारः पन् एकस्य एव पदस्य अर्थद्वयं तदधिकं वा यदि भवितुमर्हति तत्र श्लेषः एकस्यैव पदस्य अर्थद्वयं तदधिकं वा अर्थत्रयम् इत्यादि वा यदि तत्र श्लेषः श्लेषालङ्कारे किं भवति कविना पदमेकमेव स्थाप्यते केवलं कविना पदमेकमेव न स्थाप्यते वाक्ये वा श्लोके वा मध्ये पदमेकं भवति तत्र परन्तु तस्य पदस्य प्रायः अर्थद्वयं तदधिकं वा भवितुम् अर्हति पश्यामः उदाहरणसहितं पश्यामः if a word in a sentence is capable of yielding more than one meaning in the same context in the same sentence literally it is shlesha alankara. Sometimes this shlesha alankara leads to two different interpretations of something, okay, which gives a certain color. Like, your to a simpleton only the apparent literal meaning is implied, but to somebody who is able to deeply appreciate the underlying what you call hit by the kavi with the shleshartha is apparent. Okay, so apparently he is praising, but then if you take the shleshartha, it may mean he's actually roasting somebody. That may be the sense you will get. Okay, so कादम्बरी रसज्ञानाम क्षम्यताम् of them कादम्बरी रसज्ञानाम आहारोपि न रोचते. Okay, so the laukika understanding of Kadambari, depending on who is knowledgeable. Kadambari is a paryaya pada for madhu, swadu madhu. I mean, basically liquor and such intoxicating liquid. Okay, so the madhurasa jnanam aharopi narochate. So for those who are interested in drinking, okay, food is not tasty. I mean, they prefer their diet in terms of such alcoholic drinks. By the way, incidentally, an interesting statistics: 40% of the nutrition of a German male, I mean, we don't know about Indians, it may be higher, a German male comes from beer. Okay, statistics for you. Those who taste the sentiments of Kadambari, a famous work of Bana, do not even want food. Here the word Kadambari has another meaning, liquor. So as we know, Kadambari in Samskrita Vangmaya is a great epic written by Bana. Okay, Kavi Bana, B-A capital N-A, Bana, or with one tilde there. Okay, so Banasya Kadambari iti mahan kavyam asti. तत्र महत् काव्यमस्ति तस्य परिचयः केचन एव प्राप्नुवन्ति तत्रापि रसज्ञानाम् अर्थात् ते कादम्बर्याम् उपयुक्तां वर्णनानां वा रसानां वा अलङ्काराणां वा ज्ञानं ये प्राप्तुमर्हन्ति तेषां रसज्ञानाम् आहारोपि न रोचते अर्थात् ते सकृत् पठन्ति सकृत् कादम्बरी काव्यं पठन्ति तत्र मध्ये मध्ये मया मम बुभुक्षा अस्ति इति तेषां मनसि न आगच्छति एव तत्र रसप्राप्तिरेव तेषां बुभुक्षायाः पूरणकार्यं करोति इति वर्णयितुं तथा परन्तु विभिन्नरीत्या तत्र ये मधुपानम् इच्छन्ति तेषाम् आहारे रुचिः न भवति इति अपि भवति. Yes, somebody had an intervention.
Kadambari mein samastpadam, sir. Most of them are samastpadam, na, in Kadambari.
That is distinct. I mean, because Kadambari is like a tough nut. It has long, complicated samasas. So somebody needs a very high what you call ability to tolerate the toughness before they can start enjoying Kadambari. Yeah, it is not for the ordinary. Yeah. So those who taste the sentiments of Kadambari, a famous work of Bana, do not even want food. Here the word Kadambari has another meaning, liquor. So the sentence also means those who taste liquor do not like food. The translation is a little lame, but I guess you get the idea. Okay. Maghe meghe gatam vayah. Another statement. Okay, so this also happens to be about a kavi and his creation. This also is about couple of kavis. Maghe meghe gatam vayah. Normally, again, those who understand the Samskrita Vangmaya, Samskrita Kavya Prapancha, Samskrita Kavi Parichaya, etc., they understand Megha immediately. Magha is Magha Kavi. Megha is Meghadutam of another Kalidasa, of course, our famous Kalidasa. So, Maghe Meghe Gatam Vayaha. What this is essentially saying is, for the Sanskrit Pandits, in pursuit of Magha's Kritis and in the Meghadutam of Kalidasa, that means in the works of great poets, Gatam Vayaha. He took years and years to pursue this knowledge. So his what you call living life expectancy, half of it was spent in these kind of things like that. Okay, so but a literal meaning can be something else that normally we don't see. That's what a bird passed through the cloud in the month of Magha. Okay, so Magha, as you know, is a very windy period. Okay, and also where clouds abound, etc. So birds don't enjoy either. Those who do a lot of migration fly high enough that they get disturbed by clouds, because if they can't see clearly, they're in trouble. And also clouds means definitely temperature differences, so they have their own influences. Those who have flown a normal aeroplane also know the difference when you enter a cloud area, what happens. So sudden depression, compression, etc. will change the heights of the aeroplane quickly. So Maghe Meghe Gatam Vayah can also apply in a very lame way to migratory birds also. And Vayah has this bird meaning. Okay, in this side, and that side it means lifespan. Okay, and in the side of the Pandit, it is lifespan. On the side of a simple migratory bird, it is bird itself. Vayam Gatam Vayah. Okay. It's not easy. Mage mege gatam vayaha as a
Meghe means
bird.
bird, sir, here. Cloud. Yeah, in other meaning, a bird passed through the cloud in the Magha
So
month.
a bird is gone amidst the clouds of Maga.
The word, sir, here.
Vayaha. Vayasa shabda, for a crow. Yeah. So I think Vaya seems to be a generic bird
I don't
analogy.
know, sir.
I don't know much either. I need to also look up the dictionary to understand. It seems to be rare usage. Vayasa Sabda is more popularly known to all of us. Kakaha, Vayasaha, like that. Vayaha as a bird is, it's not obvious. Yeah.
Mahodaya.
We must explore how Vaya came to be a bird. Okay. Any other questions?
Mahodaya. Yes, Mahodaya. What is the difference between Yamakam and Sleshaka? Even there
Yamakam
also
is
the
repetition
Sharada.
is involved. Yamakam repetition is involved.
Oh,
Right?
okay. Yes, sir.
Yamakam is having a Shabdalankara of repetition, further then has two different meaning, like Sharada, Sharadam, Bojavadana, like that. Right? But this Yamaka also has Shabda Alankara because of the repetition, because repetition itself is an Alankara in Shabda Alankara, as you know,
Yes.
Varna Samuhanam Punarukti is something we read. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
that's why this is Maga and Mega. You can lightly argue Maga is there. So there is a little bit of Shabda Alankara. But there is no Yamaka because these are two different words, Magha and Megha. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
So here, potentially, if you go at sentence level, there is a deeper Shlesha Alankara, which is even more beautiful. Yeah, there is a Shabda Alankara with Magha Varnadvayam. Yes. That is Gauna. The Artha Alankara here is Shlesha Alankara. There is no Yamaka. So, Maghe, Meghe, Gatam Vaya. Here, Magha means the month called Magha and the work of poet Magha. Megha, Megha means cloud and the work of Kalidasa Meghadutam. Okay. Actually, Megha, Meghadutam is also there. They have taken Pullinga and Vayaha means bird and lifespan on the two sides. So the sentence conveys two meanings. A bird passed through the cloud in the month of Magha. Actually, Gatam, if you take it in the sense of it lost itself, then it is even more deeper interpretation of Gatam. They just said passed through. A whole life was spent in the study of Magha Kavya and Meghaduta Kavya. Some more examples for the pun. Okay, the pun it is called. Pun, Shlesha Alankara. Shlesha are as follows. Sarvado Magavaha Madhavaha Kshamyata. Maga I read Madhavaha Rakshatu. Sarvado Madhavaha Rakshatu. Okay, Sarvadaha Madhavaha Rakshatu. Utva of Visarga Aha. Okay, Sarvado Madhavaha can be split as Sarvada Umadavaha. Okay, this is a little deep for us also. With Samskrit Bharati's help, we can understand. So maybe this one is Sarvada Umadavaha or Sarvadaha Madavaha, I think. Yeah, Sarvadaha Madavaha. Sarvadaha means one who gives everything. Madavaha is Krishna. Okay. So Sarvada Umadavaha. Umadhavaha. Lord of Uma is Umadhava, which is Shiva. So, Sarvada Umadhavaha Rakshatu, I mean, Bhavantam or, yeah, like that. So, Bhavantam Sarvada Shivaha Rakshatu. That can be the sense. Okay, now, why Shlesha? Okay, because we can, this combination of words with a different interpretation with Sandhi, we get two different meanings. Contrasting meanings, really. Finally, not too contrasting. In one place, may Krishna protect, another place, may Shiva protect. So, I would not call it as extreme contrast, but at least there is a complete change of the character itself from Madhava to Shiva. Okay, so Sarvado Madhavaha can be split as Sarvada Umadavaha, which means may the Lord of Uma, Shiva, protect you always. When split as Sarvadaha Madhavaha, which is the first obvious thing to us. Okay, the meaning will be may Madhava Vishnu, the Lord of Lakshmi Ma. Oh, Madhavaha. Okay, that's the name comes to him through the genesis of Madhava Shabda has been given. Ma is, of course, Lakshmi. Madhavaha is, Vishnu, who bestows everything. Sarvadaha, one who gives everything, protect you. Rakshatu. There is no variation of meaning of Rakshatu. So they have made bold what participants have two different meanings. Okay. Here only Kadambari has two different meanings. Here, all these three have two different, very intricate Shlesha here. Triple Shlesha parallelly. And here is a double Shlesha. But here, that U has been added, bringing in a Sandhi variant with a Swara Sandhi generating Sarvada Umadavaha and a Visarga Sandhi generating Sarvadaha Madhavaha. Interesting play.
Mahodaya, how did you say there are three interpretations to Maghe, Meghe, Gatam Vaya? There are only two.
Three interpretations, na helila. Sorry, Kannada I'm using. I'm saying three different parallel double meanings.
Okay.
That's what probably if I said the other thing, excuse me. Okay. Raja mrudulaihi karaihi jananam hridayam harati. So let us see again, these three they have emboldened, but without looking down. I mean, unfortunately, these sentences are looking at us, but ignore looking at them. Raja, king, mrudulaihi, with soft, karaihi, with hands. With soft hands, the king, jananam hridayam harati. He steals the heart of the people. What this could normally mean? Okay, this means he has a light hand on the people. That means he doesn't punish them unnecessarily. He deals with them softly is one interpretation that comes to me immediately. Okay. But Kara Shabda also means tax. You will see that later. Now I am recalling that from having read this and taught this earlier. So there is some other tax word also coming. And then in this case, he may mean with excessive tax, he may actually even steal the heart of people in the sense of he displeases them, not really pleases them. Okay, maybe. Let us see how far the Shlesha is. I don't know why Raja is in bold. I think these two are at play. Anyway, let us see if there is a mistake in emboldening Raja or not. There is a pun of on the words Raja and Karaihi. Okay, they opine that Raja and Karaihi is having something there. So that's why they have emboldened. Mrudulaihi is also emboldened. So we will see. Thus, the sentence is capable of yielding two meanings. The moon. Oh, okay. Raja has two meanings. One is the king and another is the moon. Okay. This is a little bit far interpretation. That's okay. Okay. Moon is also a king. Why not? With gentle rays. Mrudulaihi karaihi. The moon with gentle rays captivates the heart of the people. Oh, okay. So here Kara is not hand. So I took a third interpretation. Interesting. I see a third Shlesha with Kara Shabda. Okay. With a light hand means with a less punishing hand. That is also nice, you see. You can take a third Shlesha that was not seen by Samskrita Bharati's interpreter of this. Okay. So they took Kara Shabda to mean tax. So let me finish reading. Sorry. The king captivates the heart of people by levying less taxes. Mrudulaihi karaihi. So Raja Mrudulaihi karaihi. Jananam Hrudayam Bharati. Now, if there was a Shlesha available for this Mrudulaihi in the sense of excessive by some deep interpretation, I don't think there one exists one unless we can research something, then by heavy taxes can be interpreted. Okay. But it's not so. It is by soft taxes, means light taxes. And here he generally becomes loved by them is the sense of Hrudayam Bharati. If Mrudulaihi can take this Shleshartha of tough or heavy taxes, then this Hridaya Haranam can be taken into the Shlesha of he even steals their heart, not just their pockets, like that. In a different sense of stealing the heart, not captivating the heart. Okay, nice one, that one. Neelakantho virajate. Neelakantaha virajate. Again, must be something here. Sandhi related. Let's see. Lord Shiva, whose neck is blue on account of poison that he has drunk, is shining. Is the literal Neelakantaha virajate. Okay. We have no argument. This, though the sentence translation is a little lame, we agree with this. This is what we understand. Shiva shines. That's all. It's literally saying. But the peacock, Neelakanta, the other guy who carries the same name is peacock because he literally has a Neelakanta. Okay, whose neck is blue is looking beautiful. So, Neelakanta. So here, same word, two meanings. So, but if you use this twice in a verse, which we saw an example in I think Neelakanta was seen also in the earlier Shabda Alankara section, but that was in a sentence or a verse, I don't recall entirely now, where Neelakanta was there repeated twice. And in one place, it's a good interpretation for Shiva, and another place, it was a good interpretation as Mayura or peacock. So, there it became Yamaka. Bhagini, who asked about Yamaka, you see this? Huh? So the Neelakanta Shabda itself literally has appeared now as Shlesha, and there it appeared as Yamaka. Yeah. Vriddim kovana vanchati. Vriddim kovana vanchati. Who doesn't desire progress or growth like that? Okay. So Vriddhi means growth. I mean, we use it in Sandhi also for the same reason. So Vriddhim kovana vanchati. Who doesn't desire growth? Okay. Okay. That's easy. Number one. Number two is difficult for us. See, who does not want interest? Okay. Vriddhi Shabda is also used for interest. Okay, because money also increases in the bank due to interest. So that is also Vriddhi. So who doesn't want interest on the funds they have deposited? So it's a different, it's not a very weak Shlesha. Very weak Shlesha. Okay, because both are growths. One is self-growth, another is growth of their money. Okay, so the Shlesha is weak, but it is there nevertheless. It's not startling. Okay. Madhavam sevate lokah. Okay. Here again, Madhava Shabda play, I think. People worship Madhava Vishnu. People like spring. Madhavaha Vasanta Rutuhu. Okay. All right.
Maho-
Huh.
Mahodaya, can Slesha Alankara also interpret as opposites? For example, in Raja, if we take out the Mridulaihi word from the Raja Karaihi Jananam Hridayam Harati, it can be interpreted in excessive or less. So that is also Slesha Alankara.
Yeah, but Mrudulaihi cannot be taken out since it's already there. So you have to figure out how to place it now. If you have an alternate way of placing it where it doesn't come out as Mrudu, then you're right.
Yes.
But you can't just kill the word and say, oh, now I found a different meaning, right? Technically, the word is there, so you can't escape from it. No.
Yes, not in the present, but in generally.
Yeah. That's why I was saying, I was saying if Mrudulaihi can be through some torturous way interpreted differently than as soft, as light, or as something else, then we can come with Hridaya Harana as Shlesha
Positive
Alankara
or
in it.
negative.
So Hridaya Harana also becomes a Shlesha participant.
Slesha.
Can
But
be that softly he puts taxes and takes that pound of flesh also, like
yeah.
very, like sheep in a wolf's clothing or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Bhagini is trying to be very imaginative.
Oh, I mean, pound of flesh, if you remember the
Yeah. Hridayam Harati, pound of flesh is a good analogy.
Mahodaya,
Jew.
we have a shloka Vagatta Viva Samprutau. The final word is Parvati Parameshwara, which some people divide as Parvati Parameshwara. So that is also word play.
They do some Shlesha Alankara. Very torturous, really. I don't see why they need to do that. I mean, basically, Kalidasa is a Shiva Priya. This is very obvious from hundreds of other verses. Okay. There is no need to tortuously interpret Vishnu Priyatva in that verse, actually. That I don't appreciate that kind of Shlesha work. It's with the wrong intent. The Shlesha we have to discover is for something smart, and we can believe the Kavi did intend also, right? We don't live in his era anymore, so we can't go ask him. So I would say we have to do something that honors the Kavi rather than dishonors him unnecessarily.
Yes,
that's all.
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
I think as it is
Very much.
One word has so many meanings that this kind of thing is capable. We are capable of doing a lot of interpretations.
Yeah, a lot of misinterpretation also becomes possible, unfortunately.
And
and
Mahodaya,
a lot
that,
of dumb interpretations.
yes, Mahodaya.
Yeah,
Because
many
when this
people don't know that
Vagartha
there are 40 variations of Go Shabda. Okay, Go Shabda. So if you take a Vedic verse that uses Go as a cow and say, do translations like the cow hit the mountain, you will go see the famous work of the German Vedics. Vedics, one who did Vedic.
Stock exchange में जो दिखाते वो वाला.
Max Muller.
Max Muller. Okay. Max Muller. Unfortunately, I mean, maybe well intended, I don't know, but some of the translations are, what you call not very appreciable. Like the cow hits the mountain. Why will Vedic people say cow hits the mountain? Okay. Go Shabda also means rays of the sun. Okay. So there is something, so we have to take that interpretation. That's all. Okay. No, sometimes people don't blame only Max Muller, because Max Muller based his work on Sayana's work, and there is an argument among some Vedic scholars that even Sayana undercooked his work like that. So they say that they trace the origin to even Sayana's work. But I am personally thankful to Sayana for at least preserving the Vedas by trying to work on them. Okay, so we saw this earlier. Now, just for entertainment, a few minutes. Some of the beginners here won't appreciate me spending time on this, but I would like to, because I loved this work. Shri Krishna Brahma Tantra Parakala Swamine Jaya. Okay. Udbhuta bhati samya shri rubayor yatra sopama vakyor Vakyarthopaskarakam yat sadrishyam charu sopama. So he has two Lakshana Katana Vakyas for Upama Alankara. That much is obvious. I tried to struggle through and understand. Samya Shrihi Ubayoho Yatra Udbhuta iti bhati tatra sa Upama atava Upama Alankara iti katyate. So where there is a equivalence of two, that is Upama. Fine. Ya charu sadrishyam vakyarte upaskarakam bhavati sa upama. Further, he explains what is also entertaining way, not some sake of upama, for the sake of upama. Manoramam, charu. Okay. So it helps in the enhancing the meaning. That is upama. So he gives a second qualification to upama, saying, better be high quality about it. Just don't throw upama for the sake of upama like that. Okay, there has to be some truth to it, some meaningful enhancement, etc. like that. So like this he goes. Now I don't want to waste our time. It's just amazing, his work. I loved it, his Lakshana Katana style. Okay, in simple Anushtuk more or less. Okay, and I attempted to expand a few with my limited knowledge, but I identified that these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 verses, I guess I have. Yeah, these 7 verses have 8 alankaras explained away. Okay, so very interesting.
You've numbered them as per this table, sir? That 1, 2, 3,
No,
Vachakasya is
this
Upma.
table, I don't know how I extracted this table from whether it applies to this Alankara Maniharaha work of our great Swami. But the original source of Alankara Maniharaha is available through the excellent effort of Samskrita Bharati volunteers who have built the tables of the texts of this in Wikisource. Okay. So you can try there. Okay. I think I extracted this text from there, did some struggle to work on part of it here. And this, I don't know whether it's from that link or some other list.
No, my
But
question was this one, number 1, Vachakasya is Uppa, aisa to nahi hai na, Dharmasya is Upamo, Upayo, Upameyopama, whatever. Upameyopama, like number.
these names are
Yeah, so this
they're
number 3
coded
over
by
here
this.
and this are connected. That's what I'm trying to ask you, sir.
Huh?
Like in your work, you have written this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've highlighted these numbers. So do they relate to these Upma, the names? That's what I'm asking you. Like number 4 is Varanya Vachikayoho, right?
I don't know. I am now
Actually, you put
looking
those
at these
numbers. That's why
numbers
I
and
asked you.
not making sense from it, because Vachakasya, Dharmasya, Dharma Vachakayoho, tatha, I don't know what this numbering
Oh,
is.
I thought he
Ignore
had.
it for now.
Acha.
Hmm. Because even 8 and 7 is there. There is no 8 and 7 here. So
Yeah. there's no-
yeah. So
But
I don't know what I have done here. I have to also now reread it, go through my logic again and understand why I denoted them as 1, 2, 3 like that.
yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have some special.
Now, you mentioned you have done 8 upmas in this. That's why I asked you that question.
I also thought now I am having my own doubt.
Okay.
Because see, first one is about again Upama, then Varnyam Upameyam. So looks like this whole section maybe a lot more Lakshana Katana of Upama before he goes on to other things. Anyway, so a lot of people have done some very significant work even in the past 100 plus years. I'm pretty sure, because a photograph of this Swami is available. He cannot be more than 1850 before. I mean, so in the past 150 years only this Parakala Swami, at least photography in India came only in the past century. So yeah. Interesting. All right. So just to tickle you guys, a lot of guys have worked heavily on these things. I mean, we can spend a lifetime even understanding what they have done. But and also there are like tons of different alankaras being explained by all these guys, and it's very tough. It's a deep science.
You tell us a couple more than what's given in the textbooks. I thought you said Drishtanta. One was Drishtanta. You said you'll explain to us what it is because it occurs in our studies.
Oh, did I offer that? I'll work
last
on it and see by next week if I can come with a few more, okay?
When we are doing the Raghuvanshi shloka, you mentioned Drishtanta once.
Drishtanta comes into it. I think Drishtanta is there maybe later. I'll see.
Okay.
I don't know. If it's not there, that is a good one. So I'll try to bring some examples for that.
Because I remember you telling in one of the shlokas recently, Drishtanta. You
See,
refer.
Drishtanta, one is this two different sentences, Samanya, Vishesha, what we studied, this Arthantaranyasa. Sometimes Drishtanta and Arthantaranyasa have kind of a close coupling. Okay. So in some places it falls into Drishtanta category, in some places to Arthantaranyasa, like that. When something is Samanya and then one is Vishesha, then it is Arthantaranyasa. When there are two different Samanyas, two different Visheshas, okay, then it becomes Drishtanta. One Vishesha is explained away with another Vishesha. Okay. Not an Ukti-like statement, but another example of something similar like that. That becomes Drishtanta.
Okay.
That's same thing is seen elsewhere type of thing.
Thank you.
In Nyaya, Drishtanta is example. It's like a fire in the, you see the fire.
That's not an Alankara. That is a technical usage of the Drishtanta in the Nyaya. Yeah, you can say if you want to call it out as a Drishtanta Alankara, then fine. But there it is more technically a evidential example is a Drishtanta. Bhagini is correct. In Nyaya Shastra, Drishtanta is a evidential example of something well proven and known. For Anumana.
Okay. I mean from known to unknown. I mean from unknown to known. I don't
know. From unknown to known. From known to unknown.
Unknown. Okay,
from known to unknown. Correct. Okay. All right. So I think we have understood somewhat the Shlesha Alankara. And we can skip forward from this. We could do some abhyasa because with this we learn little more because we get more examples which we have to write in our scrapbook under the correct categories. That's the important thing. Okay. Of course, in some of them may be just already known stuff. Samyojya likata, match the following. A is the source column, A is the destination column. We have to match. Okay. So let me just don't say anything for now. Okay. You can, a few of you can unmute if you, as you wish to participate. But let me read the whole thing so that it registers. Just to stand by, Sudhir Varya, don't talk. Sankhya vachaka purva padaha samaharaha cha. अन्य पदार्थ प्रदानः समान विभक्तिः उत्तर पद प्राधान्यं च असमान विभक्तिः उत्तर पद प्राधान्यं च चार्थस्य प्रतीतिः च अर्थस्य प्रतीतिः च अर्थस्य प्रतीतिः समाहारश्च अव्ययस्य पूर्वपदत्वम्. We are almost getting an inclination as to what these sentences are. These are actually lakshana kathana for different samasas. That much is very obvious to you. Different types of samasas have lakshana kathana. See why this is good for scrapbook. Because now next to each samasa pada name, we can establish this lakshana kathana as our mental association of what that samasa means. Right? Like that. This is what? So this is very easy list. Itaretara dvandvaha, avyay bhavaha, dviguhu, samahara dvandvaha, tatpurushaha, bahuvrihi, karmadaraya. Now what you guys need to do, when I will shout the first one, I will not shout, I will read the first one. You guys unfortunately need to compete with each other. So you need to shout out which type of samasa it is. Lakshana katana for which samasa it is. Okay, very easy. Sankhya vachaka purva padaha samaharascha. Dviguhu. Everybody got it. Okay. Anya padartha pradanaha.
Bahuvrihi.
Well done. Samana vibhaktihi uttara pada pradhanyam cha. Karmadaraya samanadhikarana. Karmadaraya. Okay, all right. Only option available is karmadaraya. So point to that. Okay. If you know it is more than that, but at least pick what is applicable. But also check if something else matches better. Later on you cross check. Okay. Asamana vibhaktihi uttara pada pradhanyam cha. Tatpurushaha. Right? Because usually this is, we are talking of Rame, Bhakti, this kind of thing. Okay. Chartasya pratitihi.
Itaretara-dvandva.
Itaretara-dvandva. Because there is no samahara shabda. Itaretara-dvandva. Next one is chartasya pratitihi samahara dvandva. Very good. Avyayasya purvapadatvam. Bhavaha. It's a weak definition. Samasta padasya avyayatvam cha is better to add that. Okay, that is stronger actually, Lakshana. Okay, all right. Avyayi bhavaha. Well done there. I think you guys are ready for the exam. Vigrahavakyam drishtva samasanama likata. Again, we can crowdsource this. So, there are two definitions they themselves have brought out for the two contexts, but we have to just identify. That's all. Easy. Aputraha. Na putraha.
Naitat
purushaha. Nai samasaha or naitat purushaha. Okay. न विद्यते पुत्रः यस्य सः बहुव्रीहि अपुत्रः. वेल डन. सो अनश्वः न विद्यते अश्वः यस्य सः बहुव्रीहि. अश्वः तत्पुरुषः. Don't just name tatpurusha. What I put there is qualifying nai. Okay. Put nai tatpurushah अथवा nai samasah. Okay. I should have not volunteered like that. I should have put Naitat Purusha in this inside. My bad. I will edit after this class. Okay. Shweta Vastram. Shwetam Vastram Yasya Tat. Okay. Now, Samanadikarana Bahuvrihi also you can identify if you want. That will be nice. But here, you look, Tat is there. So, what could be the target?
Mitram.
Well done, Bagini. If it were a Pratama Vibhakti Shabda, like everybody else more or less is, if it were a Pratama Vibhakti Shabda, then it is a Mitram. Okay. Or Yasya Kama Tam is there, then it is Titya Vibhakti, placement of Shweta Vastraha into Shweta Vastram. Okay. But here Yasya Tat is there. So clearly Napumsaka pointer. So this must be Mitram. Is the only possibility, one of the possibilities of target. There are many other Napumsaka Shabdas. Shweta Vastram Daram Pashya. Dara Shabda is a Napumsaka Linga. Okay. Deva Pujyaha. Oh, sorry. Shweta Vastram. Visheshana Purvapada Karmadharaya. Deva Pujyaha. Devaha Pujyaha Yasya Saha.
Bahuvrihi.
I don't know. Deva Pujyaha Yasya Saha. Devaha Pujyaha. I don't know how this definition is applying. Devaha.
Deva Brahman.
Yasya Saha. Yasya Saha. Devaha Pujyaha. Yaha Saha comes to mind. Deva Pujyaha, but that is not a Bahuvrihi.
No, it won't be a Bahuvrihi.
But
Devanam Pujya.
Yasya, I don't know why they are building. I am not able to explain away Yasya correct. Okay. Deva Pujyaha Yena Saha. Deva Pujyaha could be some Bhaktaha. Okay. So Yasya Saha is a little tough, but let's anyway, we know at least the definition is Bahuvrihi, so Samanadikarana Bahuvrihi, we'll leave it. Okay. But I am not agreeing with that Yasya Saha. Leave it. Devaihi Pujyaha. Purusha. Very good. Okay. So this can be Mahadevaha or something like that. Okay. Tritiya Tat Purushaha. Brahaspati, Mahadevaha, some Vishnu, like that. Shweta Keshaha. So this is this one is a Nakaranta Paratipadika. Anyway, Shwetaha Keshaha Yesham Te. Bahuvrihi. Samanadikarana Bahuvrihi. Shwetaha Keshaha. Purvapada Karmadharaya. Palita Keshaha. Palita Keshaha can be gray hair or can be a person who is old. Technically, Kavis use Palita Keshaha to mean knowledgeable person, though. It's okay. Yatha Suchanam Kuruta. So, whatever is said, do that. Okay, let me read it. Then I'll ask one by one these green questions and you answer. Sujano nayati vikritim parahita nirato vinashakalepi chedepi chandanataruhu surabhayati mukham kutarasya. Sujanaha nayati vikritim. A good person doesn't go vikara, doesn't become distorted. Parahita nirataha vinashakalepi. One who is embedded in the help of others, even when there is threat to himself. Chede api chandana taruhu surabhayati. This one is a sun pratyaya. Surabhayati. Nich, sorry, nich. Okay, mukham kutarasya. So even the sandal tree which is cut, despite being cut, it will try to make the face of the axe smell good. Okay, now what is this alankara in this, guys?
Upma.
What is
Upamalankara.
Na.
Atyantaranyasa.
Arthantaranyasa. See, one specific example is this Chandana Surabhayati. That's what you call more, you can say, Samanya is Sujanahanayati Vikritim Paratinda Vinasha Kale. Okay, so there is a Arthantaranyasa there. Interesting, right? The question is not about that though. Oh, sorry, sir. That is what the question is about. Good. Atra Samanyaha Kaha. Nayati. Okay, unfortunately, I let the cat out of the bag because I didn't read the questions. I apologize. Visheshakaha, obviously the other one. Waste of time now. Kena kasya samarthanam kritam? Samanyasya visheshena, because the order is that way. No? Samanyasya visheshena samarthanam kritam.
So we have to say that in this example, sir. No?
It's all under a.
Okay.
Under a.
So we have to say in this example,
That's obvious, Bhagini. We are talking about number 3 a. So it is about that. Right? So, all right. In the exam, no. They will probably even ask what type of alankara you identify, some things like that. It will be a little more tough because here, if we are under Arthantaranyasa type of questions only, unfortunately. So here it would have been even more smart if now you are asked what type of alankaras exist and you can go around searching for more than just Arthantaranyasa if you have. But it's definitely not upama because there is no yatha sujanaha tatha like that. Right? So you rule out upama alankara.
No, sir, we can say the entire sentence is an upma for each other. No? They've compared two things.
But it is not having that upama style.
I'm not saying it that way in
general. That's why. See, that's why I told you. These other things are like children of upama. But it's not the mother type of description. This is more daughter type of description. Yeah. So, okay. Padakama, so I don't know what, okay. Samanyaha sujanasya avikritihi visheshaha chandanataroho nitya saurabham. So what I have done is, instead of quoting the entire sentence as samanya vishesha, sometimes you can even come with the critical piece. Sujanasya avikritihi samanyaha chandanataroho nitya saurabham visheshaha. Okay? I mean, that part, like that. And then you can then go Nitya Saurabhena Chandana Taruna Nitya Vikritasya Sujanasya Samarthanam Kritam. It's a little prouder way of answering you if you don't need to say. You can just, if you say Visheshena Samanyasya Samarthanam Kritam, something like that. Okay. Visheshena Samanyasya Samarthanam Kritam. Dvitiyena Prathamasya Samarthanam Kritam. Okay. Next, A. Padakamalam ityatra upamanam kim upameyam kim.
Kamalam upamanam.
Kamalam is upamanam. Padau is upameyam. Okay. Well done. Upamanam kamalam upameyam padam. Okay. Kayoho abedaha atra varnitaha.
कमलपाद
मृदुत्वस्य अभेदः अत्र वर्णितः इति वर्णयितुं शक्यते. वेरि गुड्. उपमानोपमेयोः कमलपादयोः कोमलत्वस्य अभेदः वर्णितः अस्ति. All right, good. I like this kind of questions are a little more challenging to you guys. At Kovida level, this kind of answers are expected. Okay. माधवं सेवते लोकः अत्र कस्मिन् अंशे श्लेषः अस्ति? माधवं सेवते लोकः.
Madhavam.
कृष्ण
हाँ, माधव शब्दे श्लेषः भवति. कथं?
Madhava
वसंत ऋतु
विष्णुं सेवते लोकः.
This month. And the Ritu.
And the month. Vasanta Rutu. Very good. Okay, not Magha, because this is Madhava. Okay. So this takes a little bit, second one takes a little bit of deep knowledge of how these Paryaya Padas are there for the Rutus and all. But for now, practice what is given. We won't be able to know every possibility, of course, at our level. But this much they have taught us, so we can tell. Atra Madhava Padasya Arthasvikare Shleshaha Bhavitum Arhati. Madhavam Madhumanti Kusumani Asmin. Oh, thankful. I did some research. Look. So Madhumanti Kusumani Asmin Niti Tasya Nama Madhavam Ityapi Asti Vasanta Rutoha. Oh, very interesting. Okay. So Madhumanti Kusumani Asmin. Andre, there will be a lot of bees flying around flowers in this season. So that's why it's called Madhavam. Though the Madhu Shabda has genesis, is the genesis of this Shabda, Madhavam. Okay, Vasanta Rutum Sevate Lokaha iti Pratamam. I don't know how I came to that first, but anyway. And Madhavam, Ma Asya Davaha, Sri Krishnam Vishnum Sevate Lokaha iti Dvitiyam. All right.
Yeah, for the second one, do we have to mention Padam or Pada is enough?
Pada is enough. In the explanation, you can use Pratipadika. Pada Padam, like that you say.
Oh, okay.
Pada hyphen Padam. Like.
So is it Madhyama Padalopi? No, it's not.
Why do you are concluding there is a Lopa?
Padam is...
No. Pada is feet. Why Pada is... Pada in explanation I'm using as a word for Paryaya word. It happens to also have the genesis in a step, because a word is a step in a sentence. Okay.
Padam, Pada Kamalam is enough.
Padam, Kamalam.
Padam or Pada. Both are
Kamalam iva komalam padam tat upamalankaram varnayitum pada kamalam iti shleshalankarah.
अत्र रूपकालङ्कारः भवति किल महोदय? पादकमलम् अभेदः
Abhedah is mentioned, but the sentence is not given, unfortunately. You are right. Padakamalam namatu, something like that, then it is Abheda. Correct. Correct. It is having Rupa Kalankara. I agree. In some other place, it could have Shlesha depending on how you deploy it. That is not shown here. So I should not conclude that. Shlesha, in fact, finally, finer understanding also requires an entire verse to understand. Right? Like they gave there, something else could have been given here also. Okay. Like a whole sentence here is useful, at least.
Madhumanti is a verb, what? Kusumani Asmin Madhumanti.
Madhumanti means filled with nectar. The flowers filled with nectar in this season. That season, Madhavam, like that. Madhavaha va Madhavam va Rutu Shabdasya Linga Jnanam Mai Nasti Tat Jnatavyam. Okay. So what is this click sign I have? Oh, okay. One more I have, guys. Looks like I am trying to be too smart. Okay. Madhavam Madhuna Nirmitam Arthat Madhupanam Sevate Lokaha iti Tritiyam Syat. Ayyo. That is a bad one, but definitely possible. This is coming from Kavi Anuj Valmiki, so you can take it with a huge bag of salt.
You've been to Bavaria, I think so.
No, Bhagini.
Oh, that's where the beer is produced the most.
Bengaluru is the capital. Why you need to go to Bavaria? Come here. Which city are you, Bhagini?
I am in Anand at the moment. Anand, Amul.
Oh, you are in the milk capital.
Yes.
Here in Bengaluru, it's a different type of liquid. Sorry. I'm not telling about myself. I'm just
Kadambari
telling about
capital,
Bengaluru.
sir.
Huh?
Kadambari capital.
Kadambari capital.
Kadambari capital.
If you are in front of Siddaramaya, you say like that. Don't say beer capital. Say Kadambari capital. He may, with his great knowledge, be happy actually.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, he will be himself holding a bottle in the evening. So what is that? So okay, we will. I think we have some time. So let us keep learning. Okay. Yojayata. Engage the two columns. So let me again just read this column, read that column, and then we will work on it, guys. Okay. Saptami tatpurushah karmadarayah itaretara samaharadvandvah digu bahuvrihi avyayi bhavah naitatpurushah upapada samasah. Okay. Gati samasa. Almost forgotten this now. Gati samasa. This is kritya samasa. Okay. Rama Lakshmanau Lambodaraha. Ganesha, they have explained. Upavriksham ahimsa sundara bhavanam kumbakaraha spashtikritya danashuraha. Okay, there is a mistake.
Daneshuraha.
Daneshuraha is also fine. Okay, leave it. Okay, Panchavati, Dasi Dasam. So these are the specific words which apply to those samasa. I mean, basically the name of the samasa and example of the samasa, and we are supposed to match it now. Okay. So now in one more appeal to you guys. In the exam, no, many students do 1.E, 3. I don't like that. Evaluator hates it. Okay. It may look smart to you to use less page and all that. I would rather you write Saptami Tatpurushaha hyphen whatever. Okay. The word. Okay. So guys are jumping in with the answer itself.
Lines,
You won't be able to draw lines because you're not going to answer in the question paper. You can do that also. You can rewrite the whole thing in answer paper, draw lines.
Okay,
Better is just put the two words in the correct order. That's all. Okay. So write the same order on the left side, write the answer with a hyphen on the next.
Okay, you mean to say people write 1.E,
1.2. I hate it.
Hardly it will take 2 minutes.
Yeah, and you yourself may err when you do things like that.
True.
Yeah, you're less likely to err with actual words being written. Okay, all right. So now Saptami Tatpurusha, we already know the answer, so we'll move forward. Dane Shuraha. So I shouldn't have overlapped. Dane Shuraha is possible because there is a aluk there. Okay, aluk means without vibhakti pratyaya lupta. Okay, Karmadarayah.
Lambodaraha.
Sundara Bhavanam.
Okay, Sundaram cha asau bhavanam cha Sundara Bhavanam. Sundaram cha idam bhavanam. Itaretara dvandvaha, very easy. So they have given the most classic example we use. Samahara dvandvaha. Actually, you know what, guys? The columns are in the wrong order. The A column should have been the A column and the A column should have been the A column. Then our brain will work correctly. Right? So technically, when you answer, you guys go that way. You identify Rama Lakshmana as Dvandva, then you match and then write that answer. But you finally rewrite the answers in the 1 through 10 order. That's important. Okay? Do the answering by matching in the question paper, but write in the correct order on the answer paper using the first line, second line like that. Not like this. Okay? All right. So, all right. Samaharadvandvaha. What is that? Dasi Dasam. Well done. So, I mean, obviously easier to come from right side to left side. Dviguhu. Panchavati. That is easy. Okay, Panchanam. So what I have additionally done is, as usual, to build our scrapbook, everywhere I try to put the Vigraha Vakya also. Okay, Bahuvrihi. Lambodaraha. Lambaha Udaraha Yasya Saha. Okay, Lambam Udaram. Napumsaka. Lambam Udaram Yasya Saha. This mistake happens because Linga Jnana is weak in all of us. Okay, Avyayi Bhavaha.
Upavriksha.
Vrikshasya samipam. Atha vrikshasya samipe also. Vrikshasya samipe upavriksham. Okay, well done. Nai tat purushaha.
Ahimsa.
Ahimsa. Na
Ahimsa.
himsa, ahimsa. Well done. Okay. For that, I have a standard Jain symbol. It even embeds this. Okay. Bhagini will be very happy. Upapada samasaha. Kumbhakaraha. Okay. Kumbham karoti iti kumbhakaraha. Because kara shabda is not a complete word. It is a upapada. It appears due to this karoti transforming itself as a uttarapada for a samasa. So kumbhakaraha. Correct. Gati samasaha easy. Ashtikritya. It's also called kritya samasa also. Aspashtam spashtam kritva. What is not clear, by making it clear. Spashtikritya. It's a kind of, its usage is also like a lyabanta in a sentence. Okay. All right. So with that, I think we have to conclude exactly at 4. That will be. You guys have another half an hour. Anybody has a huge objection if I teach for some more time?
Yes, sir. I have no objection.
Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. No objection. A little Arthantaranyasa problem for me. But I think everybody is ready. I'm sorry for those who I'm torturing. Okay. Let's teach for some more time. Okay. I'll mute everyone. Okay. All right. Subhashitani. So the 13th Subhashita of this level. Duri karoti duritam vimali karoti. Chetas chirantanam agham chuluki karoti. Bhuteshu kincha karunam bahuli karoti. Satsangatihi kathaya kimna karoti pumsam. What is this? We already saw this. Okay. So, Duri karoti duritam vimali kar. Duri karoti duritam. Okay. One pair. Vimali karoti chetaha. Another pair. Chirantanam agham chuluki karoti. Another pairing roughly. Bhuteshu kincha karunam bahuli karoti. Okay. Another example. So, first, second, third, fourth. Sorry. First, second, up to here, third, fourth, four we have. Satsangatihi kataya kimna karoti pumsam. This is a samanyoktihi. Okay. So this is a samanyoktihi and we have 3 different visheshanas. Visheshoktihi, not visheshanas. Visheshoktayah. So very clear. See, Samskrita Bharati doesn't choose the Subhashita randomly. Samskrita Bharati is trying to trigger in you. Do you identify what you just studied? Okay. So that's why they have chosen the verses they have chosen. Lot of thought process has gone into this. Okay. But they are not making it too obvious. You have to do the digging. They are leaving it. Sometimes they may place somewhere here. But I have done the obvious somewhere. Probably explaining also. But maybe I haven't. Okay. Maybe I have focused on other things here. All right, but now just having seen that, we can see this Vishesha Samanya Kathana. So Arthantaranyasa is embedded and there is Arthantaranyasa. One Samanya has 3 Vishesha Vakyas. Very interesting Arthantara, triple Arthantaranyasa here. So what is the meaning is very obvious at this level. Duri karoti duritam. Duritam means the bad fate or bad whatever is going to result, that one. Duri karoti. So maybe even unhappiness interpretation. So it takes the bad thing, omen, far away, bad thing far away. Vimali karoti chetaha. It whitens the head. I mean, chetaha is seeing the very rough head, but our thought process. So it makes our thought process clean. Okay. Right. Okay. Chirantanam agham. Very chirantanam agham. So ever present poison. Okay. Like something like that. Agha is poison. Okay. Visha. Chirantanam agham chuluki karoti. This chuluki karana, I also have to look again. What is this chuluki karana?
Very less or something?
Sir,
Chuluka,
fire.
छोटा करता है ऐसा कुछ. हाँ,
gently
न्यूनी
sir.
करोति, correct. Chuluka is
Gently.
chota only. Nyuni karoti. Well done. Okay. So, all right.
But
So,
in
even
Guruji, can I say
old,
something?
so Chirantana is taken in the sense of eternal papa, Puratanam papam. That which has been committed long ago, also it reduces. Okay, fine. Very welcome. Bhoot, though I don't believe in this, nobody else can help you to reduce your karma pala. Nor can you do anything. The karma theory, I love it for the only reason that there are two buckets and there is no intermingling. You cannot do any more amount of good punya to offset the bad papa. That is the karma theory. Remember that. Okay. Bhuteshu kincha karunam bahuli karoti. So, little bit of goodness in living things. Okay. It increases. Okay. Bahuli karoti, I mean it increases. Okay. So, Vimali Karoti. See, all this I have asked my Guru Arya, but he has not been able to check with Varishtas again and come back. I will needle him. Vimali Kritya would be Kritya Samasa. Chuluki Kritya would be Kritya Samasa. Bahuli Kritya would be Kritya Samasa. Why not Chuluki Karoti, Vimali Karoti, Bahuli Karoti cannot be Kritya Samasa? Because there is a similar. So, Kritya is not there, but it are also Gati Samasas in a sense because it does that, does this, does that. So there is a gati sense to it, okay, transformative sense to it. So I kind of asked him, why don't we call these gati samasas and move forward? Because one problem is samastas between kriyapada and namapada is not a thing, okay. But why not make an exception saying, okay, this one has a kriyapada samasta with namapada and that is a gati samasa variant. That would have been nice to include. I'm sure somewhere
Kriya
deeply
is a
somebody has.
Chvi pratyaya, sir. If it's a Kriya, it's a Chvi pratyaya. That's it.
That's what. So there is another vritti, so Bhagini here. Okay. So this, but to me, I don't have a problem calling them as Gati Samasa because that gives me a better parallel to Vimali Kritya. Okay. All right. Leave it. Okay. So Duri Karoti Duritam we understood. Vimali Karoti Chetaha we understood. Chirantanam Agham Chuluki Karoti. Even old Papa is how they have taken. Old Papa, Visha Papa in that sense. Chuluki Karoti makes it very small. Bhuteshu Kincha Karunam Bahuli Karoti. Even the little Karuna, it will increase it. It will widen the scope of that. Very good. Satsangatihi kataya kim na karoti pumsam. What will not be done with the sangati of sat people? Sat means sajjanas. Okay. Santas. So the association with santas, satsangati is that. Okay. Tell me, Kavi is asking in a rhetorical way, what it doesn't do? It will do all these great things. Pumsam is a representation. Always Kavis use pullinga generally, but here definitely because these kind of problems are not there amongst women, maybe he's picking up pumsa here. Okay. So, Duri karoti duritam vimali karoti chetas chirantanamagam chuluki karoti bhuteshu kincha karunam bahuli karoti satsangatihi kataya kimna karoti pumsam. What vritti it would have been nice to identify. It's a beautiful vritti.
Sir,
Whatever.
Chuluki
I
Karoti
couldn't get
means what,
the
sir?
whole.
Nyuni karoti reduces.
Red.
Chulka means little,
Okay, sir.
I think.
Sir, could you give us the complete translation? I couldn't get the whole thing.
Duritam duri karoti kimapi. Kimapi duritam duri karoti. Kimapi or kopi or kapi. We don't care about the linga. Something will.
That is, duritam means adversity.
Adverse situation, adverse thing like that. Okay. See what they have taken. Papa Krityam they have taken. Okay. But Papa Krityam is one interpretation. Okay.
Duri karoti means what?
Duri karoti means makes it go far away. That means it reduces its influence.
Okay.
See, aham madhupanam duri karomi. I will keep alcohol far away. That means I won't touch it like that. Okay.
Sir, here that meaning is when you have companion of good people, the fate also will make us all the
Oh, it keeps
papas
adversity away.
adversity
Hmm.
away. That like that, sir?
Correct, ma'am. Correct.
Acha, it keeps adversity away.
Away.
Okay.
Same way, that kind of whatever thing is not yet mentioned. We can now come back
Okay.
and say Satsangatihi Duritam Duri Karoti. Satsangatihi Chetaha Vimali Karoti. Satsangatihi Chidantanam Agam Chuluki Karoti. Like that, now we can say. But when we don't know, we have to go forward and then come backward. Okay?
What is
Everywhere
this
it is
Chuluki
Satsangati,
Karoti?
which is the Padartha, which is doing this Karoti business.
Okay.
Yes,
No,
sir.
that Chuli Karoti, what is that?
Nyuni Karoti, reduces. Vimali Karoti whitens, okay, or becomes Nishkalmasha,
Makes it clearer,
makes
makes
it
it
clean and washed. Yes.
cleaner.
Duri
Makes it
Karoti
pure.
makes it go afar. Chuluki Karoti makes it very tiny or small. Bahuli Karoti
What
increases.
tiny small?
Agham, Papam.
Okay.
So there are few sentences. Let us read the sentences. So now with the bracketed inference, I will read. Satsangatihi duritam duri karoti. One sentence. This is a kriyapada. One sentence. Then satsangatihi chetaha vimali karoti. Chetaha in Dvitiya Vibhakti is also chetaha. Okay. Chetaha vimali karoti. Second sentence. Satsangatihi Chirantanam agam, two words there. Visheshana. Chirantanam agam chuluki karoti. Third sentence. Satsangatihi bhuteshu kinchicha. Kincha is the sense used there. Bhuteshu kincha karunam. Okay. Is a avyaya, kind of a visheshana avyaya to karuna. Kincha karunam bahuli karoti. It will greatly increase the karuna bhava, even that is a very tiny portion amongst the living things. I mean, amongst the ordinary people is the sense, bhuteshu. Then the last one is a arthantaranyasa vakya, which is a samanya. Satsangatihi kataya kim na karoti pumsam, but this satsangatihi can be literally borrowed as the karta of all the other things. Okay? Varya, are you understood? Jai Varya? I don't know.
Understood.
Jai Varya only. Yeah. Okay. So now that's what Anvaya Vakya you read now. See, they put brackets Satsangatihi. Duritam duri karoti kama. Chetah vimala karoti kama. Why using kama? They have redeployed different sentences with the same karta. That's all. Okay. Satsangatihi duritam duri karoti. Chetah vimali karoti. Chirantanam agham chuluki karoti. Kimcha bhuteshu karunam bahuli karoti. Kincha bhuteshu karunam. Bhuteshu karunam. Kincha that. Okay. They have taken kincha maybe in a different sense. Kathaya satsangatihi pumsam kimna karoti. They have borrowed back satsangati again. Again, they should have put a bar full stop and written the last sentence separately, because this comma doesn't apply. The satsangati has been borrowed already. Okay. I would write this as 4 sentences and make my work easier rather than putting all this comma business. Okay. All right. Okay, what is this I have here? A movie in Tamil, Lavangi, was made about the life of Jagannatha Kavi. Oh, guys, okay. This is the verse of the tragic Kavi, Jagannatha Kavi. Tragic. Okay, a movie in Tamil, Lavangi, was made about the life of Jagannatha Kavi and Lavangi, the foster daughter of Shah Jahan. Lots of variations exist in the historic notes on this aspect. We don't know the true reality with any certainty. His tragic story ends with the writing of Ganga Lahari on the banks of Ganga and merging into her. He does something called Prayopavesha, where he kills himself slowly by entering Ganga step by step. And as he is passing through, the folklore goes that as he is passing through the steps day by day, he composes more and more verses of this Ganga Lahari. Tragic is his case. He was actually a great Telugu Samskrit Pandit from from the Andhra region. And somehow he ended up in the court of Shah Jahan and ended up falling in love with a lady over there, and then a lot of things like that. But his Kavitva is super. forgetting all his life story, tragedy of his life story. This is from him, guys. दूरीकरोति दुरितं विमलीकरोति चेतः चिरन्तनमघं चुलुकीकरोति भूतेषु किञ्च करुणां बहुलीकरोति सत्सङ्गतिः कथय किं न करोति पुंसाम्. पदविवरणं सुभाषितमिदं जगन्नाथपण्डितस्य भामिनीविलासः इत्यस्मिन् अन्तर्भवति. It's not from Gangalahari, it is from another भामिनीविलासः. Okay, so okay, दूरीकरोति, Vimalikkaroti, Chulukikkaroti, Bahulikkaroti. We saw 4 applications of the same style, right? Chvi pratyayanta tadditam. Okay. So there is this Duri, Vimali, Chuluki, Bahuli. These things are derived from this Chvi pratyaya application, which is a taddita, because it is coming from Dura Namapada is generating Duri. Vimala Namapada is generating Vimali. So this cannot be a Krit Pratyaya, because Krit Pratyaya only applies to Dhatus. And nor can it be Sanadi because there is no new Dhatu getting generated. Okay, so it has to be one of the Taddita Pratyayas. And the type of Taddita Pratyaya that does this Duri, Vimali, Chuluki, Bahuli, which are not separate words, they are like prefixes now. Chvi Pratyaya does that. Okay?
So
All right.
this cannot be Gati because it doesn't move from one to another. It is.
There is no
That is why
Subanta.
probably.
There is not a Subanta. It's a verb.
That's what I told. It's Samasta between a Kriya and Purvapada, Duri. Okay. Duri is still a Pratipadika, even whether it's a full pada or not. It is Upapada. Upada samasas are there, so you cannot reject that. Yeah. So, I mean, Duri Kritya, for example, how will you argue? Right?
Duri Kritya
Duri
means
Kritya, now
from.
you can argue as a Lyabanta of
close it makes
Karoti
far.
and all that. Yeah, maybe you can argue that way. For me, I see the complete overlap. You see, whether a Vyakarana Shastra will agree or not, we see the parallelism to Kritya Samasa. That's all I am saying.
Definitely, there's a parallel.
Okay, all right. So, so little bit of technicality there, Chi Pratyayanta, and that is in Lat Lakara. It can be other Lakaras, and further it can be taken to Kridanta. So you can come up with Duri Kritya to the Chvi and the kind of Upasarga type placement after the Chvi Pada, Chvi Yutta Pada, and then further taking through Kridanta forms like Duri Kritya, etc. Okay. Aduram Duram Karoti. So whatever is not far, it makes it afar. Distances is the interpretation finally in English.
So that
Avimalam
this is
Vimalam
Gati.
Karoti, cleanses. Just listen, sir. Avimalam Vimalam Karoti, cleanses. Okay. Achulukam Chulukam Karoti, minimizes. Whatever is not small, minimizes. Abahulam Bahulam Karoti, what is not big, big makes it big, magnifies. So distances, cleanses, minimizes, magnifies. Good interpretation of those. Okay. Abhutatbhave, abhutatadbhave, abhutatadbhave, kribva vyavasi vyasti yoge sampadya kartari chvi. You need Panini to come and explain to us now. So you can see his toughness of his sutras. But it finally say ku, kr, bu, as. These 3 dhatus. Okay. In some sense, take the chvi pratyaya. So Panini is teaching us where you can apply chvi, where you can't apply chvi. So there has to be association with kr, bu, and us later. Okay, chvi doesn't have a life of its own. It occurs with this dhatu as prefix. Okay, and all that. So obviously, it will be nice to go to ashtadhyayi.com and dig up all the knowledge of this and understand better. So, Duri Karoti iti padadvayam avasana rahityena Duri Karoti iti rupam prapnoti lekhe kritya samasavat na. Okay. Something I have written here. Forget that last one. Okay. Duritam kurmatim. Okay. Chetaha. So that is Napumsaka. This is Napumsaka, Cheta Shabda. Chirantanam, Visheshana Napumsake. Papam Napumsake. Agham Napumsake. Karuna Strilinge. Kim iti Pumsi. Not exactly Pumsi. Because Karuna is 3. I think there is an avyaya. I argue with that. We'll leave that alone. Okay. Because Kim Na is there. So I will see. Okay. Kathaya, katha vakya prabandhe, kartari lot lakara. Kathaya, lot lakara. Kathaya. So there is another verb here. Tvam kathaya, like that. Okay. So this is 2.1. So tvam is implicit. Madhyama purusha ekavachana. Nijante api kathaya ityeva rupam. Atra भवद्भिः स्वीकर्तुं शक्यते. निजन्तं वा न वा इति. अन्वयार्थः संस्कृते लिखितमस्ति. एकवारं पठामः. Now somebody was saying something in the middle. What they were trying to say?
Is it upapada samasa mahodaya duram karoti iti, like kumbam karoti iti, or is it different, sir?
कुम्भं करोति कुम्भकारः भवति किल, तत्र किञ्चित् वेरिएशन् अस्ति. There is still two pratipadika associated there.
Yes, sir.
That's why here we can only explain it as chvi pratyaya produces a special pradi which is prefixed with the dhatu. Kr.
Oh.
Duri kr is a new dhatu type of thing.
Oh, okay, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what Padini is saying. You can have duri kr, duri bhu, and duri as. Us is not appearing like that everywhere, but I'm just saying.
Am I heard?
Your sound is heard.
Hello, am I heard?
Your sound is being heard.
Okay, thank you, sir. Can I wanted to say something that Chuluki Karoti is written here. So I'm Maharashtrian. So in Marathi, Chuluki is चुल्लू भर बोलते हैं ना, जिसको आचमन करने के लिए जैसे पानी लेते हैं ना एक हाथ में. हाँ, तो उसको मराठी में चुड़ुक भर पानी ऐसे बोलते हैं, इतना सा पानी, जैसे चुल्लू भर पानी. So the word chuluk means that, I think it is
actually
the
it's a
same.
chataka is also the word used for that little bit of water. Chataka. In Kannada we use chataka shabda for that.
Okay.
Chatike, chitike, chataka, chuluki. Beautiful words in our various languages.
Yes. And Vimali Karoti, I think the word Vimala comes from opposite of Mala.
Correct.
So
correct. Very good. Shubram karayati iti Vimali Karoti. Correct.
Yes, removes the dirt. So cleansing.
Maybe Shuddhi Karoti, Shubri Karoti can also be derived with Chvi like that. What is important for Chi is Kru Dhatu has to be there, or Bu or As Dhatu has to be there. This can be different types of Visheshanas.
Yes.
And Mahadya in Malayalam also it is Churikam. Churiki Pari.
Very good. Nice.
In Hindi, it's so funny. Chullu bhar pani leke mar jao. Chullu bhar pani leke डूब जाओ.
What they are trying to say is, यार क्या मरने के लिए जा रहे हो, टिक भी नहीं कर रहे हो, ऐसा बताने के लिए.
Very little water you drown or something like that.
I mean, like, you're magnifying your troubles like that to say that. I think beautiful phrase.
Kannada we say churu, no?
Churu. Yes, very good. Churu. Satsangatihi sajjananam sahavasah duritam papakrityam दूरीकरोति निवारयति चेतः मनः विमलीकरोति स्वच्छं करोति चिरंतनम पुरातनम अघम पापम चुलुकीकरोति न्यूनीकरोति किंच अपिच. Okay, they have taken kincha not in the sense of kinchitta. I thought maybe there is an interpretation kincha karunam bahulikaroti, because bahulikarana opposite is kinchiteva, but that's not possible grammatically. So they have taken kincha as a kind of a sentence style, and also like that. Okay, kincha. Apicha bhuteshu pranishu karunam dayam bahuli karoti adhikam karoti. Obviously, before it was small is interpreted from bahuli karoti. Kathaya, hey, you tell, listener, you tell. Satsangatihi sajjananam sahavasah pumsam purushanam manushyanam. Okay, kim na karoti anyat kim na sadhayati. Sarvam sadhayati. Okay, tatparyam. लोके सर्वेषां जनानां स्नेहिताः भवन्ति एव. तेषु स्नेहितेषु सज्जनानां संख्या तु न्यूना एव, यतः स्वार्थपराः एव अधिकाः सन्ति लोके. मोर सेल्फिश पीपल. तथापि अस्माभिः सज्जनानां सहवासः एव करणीयः इति वदन्, टेलिंग अस दैट वी शुड ट्राई टू हैव फ्रेंडशिप विथ गुड पीपल. सुभाषितकारः तत्र कारणमपि वदति. He also tells the reason. सज्जनानां सहवासेन पुरुषाणां मनसि स्थिताः दुष्टाः विचाराः दूरं गच्छन्ति. Very nice. So this duritam duri karoti, they have applied it to is bad thoughts. It makes it far away rather than some kind of papa krityam and all that. Okay, even the thought of papa kritya, that sense they have taken. Okay, manaha shuddham bhavati karayati or karoti purakrutam papamapi bhasma bhavati. Oh, okay. They have taken the chuluki karoti in the sense of bhasma. Interesting. I mean, uses like that. Okay. Apicha praninam vishaye daya adhika bhavati. Oh, bhuteshu karuna. I like this. Instead of saying amongst the living beings, manusyasya karunam bhuteshu karuna. I mean, it increases the karuna bhava of a person in living things like that. Okay, it's a better use of bhuteshu. That's what they have taken here. Here I didn't see that particularly. Pranishu dayam bahuli karoti. So here, since they didn't bring the subject, I took pranishu. Prani itself is the one in, like that. But here, manusyasya pranishu dayam bahuli karoti or adhikam karoti. Like that they have taken. That's what they have interpreted here. I like this. Okay, apicha praninam vishaye, by using vishaya shabda nicely like that, they have brought the attention differently. Apicha praninam vishaye daya adhika bhavati manushyanam. Ataha sajjananam snehah manushyanam kimvana karoti. Arthat sarva vidhani mangalani api janayati. It produces all types of goodies. Okay. So with that, we will call it a day. There is a second Subhashita, but I don't want to drag you guys. So we'll catch up with this next week. Okay. Now I'm going to calculate again what is unfortunately happening. I thought I will be going rapider and rapider, but I think we are enjoying and students have a lot of questions and there is no point in. So I would rather take extra hours for the few students who are interested in deep perusal rather than exam oriented. Let me do it in 5 hours type of approach. So if few of you cannot actually tolerate this tough long hours, I apologize to you, but try to follow recordings in small sessions. That's all is my request. So we'll call it a day today and catch up next Saturday. I will announce whether I'm going to have a Saturday afternoon session also. Okay. All right. See you. Bye.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಸರ್.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ
Thank you,
ಮಾತೆ.
sir. We will come for extra classes.
For every one of you who want that there are 10, you don't. What do I do? See you guys. Bye.